What is up, guys? Your Doomsday here, and today I'm actually doing a voiceover over this match, which was part of a tournament. It was the semifinals of it, actually. And I actually recorded this one, but since I was in voice chat with my team, I couldn't do it live, but I'm definitely going to be doing a voiceover and just talking about it. But I hate to do it, but I have some more Anka gameplay. It's just kind of broken, so I have to play it in tournaments because it's the best jungler for that actually does damage and stuff. So I didn't really have a choice. I spammed it a bunch this tournament. It worked out pretty well, to be honest. But we're gonna be looking at this game. So since I'm with my team, I definitely help my mid laner clear his CP buff just so he can get to lane faster, since I don't want him to miss as much farm. And also let him have one of my backs, that way he reaches level 2. Since with the CP buff in one back, he's going to be level 2 with that by the time he gets to lane. So now I'm going to go and grab my weapon power side jungle. And looking at our team comp, we have a Grace top, so Grace can normally fare pretty well by herself, she doesn't need much help. So I'm going to focus on bot lane a lot this game because if our Gwen gets ahead, that's literally game. Since a fed Gwen is good and keeping a Baptiste from scaling is good. But we see the Churnwalkers on the top side of the map. So I know that it's safe to pressure bot after this. I'd make sure that Baptiste doesn't have vision anywhere. I don't know where this Baptiste went. That's what I'm looking for. There's Baptiste. But I just try to deal as much damage as I can. Make him back off, so our Gwen can get this farm. We still see the Churnwalkers up in top lane, so I know I can stay down here for a little bit and make Baptiste miss a bunch farm. I also saw that Baptiste already used his boots. That was such a bad A ability. I thought he was going to try and go down or up towards the turret area. But instead we're just farming this up. I'm just going to push this underneath turret. And I'm definitely going to pressure this because look at how big that wave is. It's huge. I'm just trying to poke him out since I don't want him to get any of this farm. That wave is giant. If he misses all, he's going to be so far behind. That's why I'm just standing here. I know I'm not doing much, but I'm keeping him away since just me being there, it makes him more scared to actually go for that farm. But I saw that Churnwalker left top and that he's going to be clearing his jungle rotation the next time. And also that wave was pretty much done, so the wave pretty much resets, so there's no point in staying. So now I just do the same rotation again. And again, I'm going to be going for the Aftershock Spellfire Broken Myth build instead of the normal Shatterglass Spellfire Broken Myth. Okay, over here I just take the CP buff because I don't want to risk Finn getting it. That'd be bad. But I made sure when I got my CP buff, I asked top lane if he wanted to gank, but top is fine again because it's a Grace. So I think our mid laner told us that the CP buff was up, so I went and checked it out, but it wasn't, so. And again, the reason why I'm going this Aftershock build is because I know that I'm playing jungle, so I'll probably have less gold. And I know once we get further into the game, everybody's going to start taking my farm, even though it's my team. So I'm already preparing for that by just going for the Aftershock build. Also, if you haven't, make sure to join my new Discord. I left a link to it in the top of the description. You can join it, meet new people, ask questions about the game, stuff like that, just chill. And I think we already have close to 300 members. I think we're really close to that. But back to the match. I'm definitely going to grab this. And then I'm going to head mid because there's 3 people there. And look at how big that wave is. Just me being there will make him back off. So then Magnus can actually get that. Or that's not a Magnus. That's a Samuel. Can get that farm. So I'm going to head top here because I haven't been top all game. But I think their team did a really good job of communicating that I was heading up there because Kestrel backed off immediately. Or she just got lucky. Okay, I screwed up my A ability right there. I would have took my time if I knew that Magnus like had just started recalling, but I thought that he was almost recalling, so I just panicked and I just had to stop it. But notice how these games are like, you play much more safer. You don't go for as many plays, I guess. Because like nobody has even gotten first blood yet. Like stuff like that's super important. And people die less in tournaments and things like that because they play way more safe. But I'm going to plan to rotate bot here, and we see that Churn's going down there. And also over here, I noticed that Churn is level 3. So what that means is that he's feeding Kestrel all of his jungle. Because there's no way you're level 3 this far into the game unless you've done nothing. So I'm assuming, and their Kestrel has been getting fed, even though Grace has been doing fine. So it's safe to assume that Kestrel has been taking their entire red side jungle. So with that, what you could do with that is whenever you see Kestrel missing and Churn missing, you could probably assume that they're going to be on their red side jungle, taking it together. Because that's what they've been doing this entire match so far. But I had to give the healer to Gwen for energy because Gwen has a crap load of energy problems. That's like one of the biggest weaknesses of Gwen. You run out of energy. But I'm level 6 now, so I know that I can do way more. But I saw that Baptiste was heading towards his healer, but he came back. Somebody else was up there. So over here, I'm just trying to poke a little bit. He wastes boots again. So I know that he burned boots, so I'm like, let's push this in. See if we can get a turret dive, but I'm not sure if we can get a turret dive because I know that Baptiste has ult. If this was not Baptiste and any other hero, I would have gone for this dive in half a second. Like, I would be diving him right now, but since this is Baptiste, he could use his B ability and ultimate me, and that could screw me up. So I'm definitely playing a little bit more safe. And then Finn rotates on us, so we're just trying to poke at him. I'll just go in there to try and poke. Maybe make Baptiste waste any of his ultimates or anything. But I have enough gold for my aftershock now, so I'm just gonna get my that's not a CP buff, that's a weapon power buff. And I'm planning on going back bot, just because top has been doing fine. Since I was in voice with him, he was doing fine. If he wanted a rotation, he could have just asked me. I kept on asking him if he want one. He didn't, so I was able to focus on bot a bunch. But we're just trying to win this matchup, since if Baptiste doesn't scale, he can't really do much. Like, that's one of the really important things about matchups, understanding like which ones matter if you win and which ones matter if you don't. Like, if Grace loses lane, that's not a big deal since it's utility Grace. Like, having less gold on a utility hero isn't that bad. But I'm level... Okay, this part was a bit of a miscommunication. Thank the Lord Magnus missed that ult. But if you didn't know on Anka, what you could do is... What I was trying to get was I told Arden to vanguard me, and then I was going to dive, and since Arden vanguarded me, I would have already had the barrier when I went in. So that was the plan there, but Arden, I didn't really have enough time to explain it to him. But he wasn't able to vanguard me there. If he would have, I mean, I doubt I wouldn't have been able to kill Magnus anyways, but I for sure wouldn't have almost died. But that's a cool tip on Anka if you didn't know. So now I'm just gonna grab my back doubles. Samuel got the CP buff. I'm gonna rotate up top right now. The reason why I'm rotating up top right now is because we actually have vision inside of this bush, so I know that a gank will actually be kind of effective. But Kestrel just boots out. So instead we just push this, and I'm looking for a dive if we can push this in. But Grace actually wanted to freeze it, so I just decided to go for their healer. Right now I'm being kind of cautious because I don't know where Churn is. There's Churn, I see him right there. So I know I can take this. And then I just leave the little thing right over there because I know they're about to fight. Our mid rotated right now actually, which is good. But I just ult here for extra damage. I kind of butchered that. That was bad, but we were able to get first blood, and I was able to dodge the fin hook, which was good. Since we didn't have to have Cruci or anything for that. So now I'm just poking at him. I'm just going to keep on dodging the chains. And I do go in there, and I barely get out, actually. But I knew, oh my gosh, I remember that moment. Holy crap, I had a heart attack. That even scared me right then. I thought I was about to die right there. Holy crap. Man, that scared me even now. I completely forgot about that. Like, I mean, at first I was amazed that I got out. Like, I thought I would die going for that churn. But I was able to get it just because of my perk. Like, my perk is an execute, so I know whenever people are low, if I just auto them once, they're most likely gonna die. So that's the only reason why I went in. But I thought I was still gonna die anyway, since I didn't have my ult up. So I was already like, holy crap, how did I live? And then I just see that Kestrel snipe. And oh my gosh, that's dude, I thought I was so dead. But I'm going behind this Baptiste right now. I was trying to get behind him, but he had vision inside of that bush. The reason why I didn't go in front of him for a gank was because if I did go in front of him, he could have just Baptiste ulted me, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything. So yeah, also now, from now on, Gwen gets my red buffs. Because now we're actually the laning phase is almost over, pretty much. So in mid-game, I definitely want my carries to have the weapon power buff. But I'm just going to make sure to get this turret. And also leave the turret range so Gwen gets solo gold. Because if you didn't know, I've explained this many times, but... Here, I'll explain after this, since I remember this fight. I just try and... That was such a good ultimate by Gwen, I'm not going to even lie. And I know I can get this kill too. But what happened there was Arden used his ultimate, and then Magnus got caught on the Arden ultimate, and then Gwen ulted him again when he was stuck on the Arden gauntlet. So he got stunned by the Garden gauntlet, and then stunned by the Gwen ult, and then stunned by the Arden gauntlet again, and he couldn't even do anything. It was kind of broken, but what was I saying? I remember I was about to say something. Yeah, solo turret gold. So whenever you destroy a turret, everybody on the team gets 50 gold, and anybody inside of the range of the turret will get 300. So if me and Kestrel and they split it evenly if there's more than one person. So if me and Kestrel are both in the turret range, or me and Gwen, we're both going to get 150 gold each, which adds up to 300. So if I leave the turret range, then why do I always say Kestrel? Then Gwen gets all 300 gold to himself. So, and in these games, it's definitely more important to get your carries fed than a jungler. Like, a fed Gwen can do so much. It's actually crazy. It's pretty much like game over. So, that's the reason why I do that. But our bot laner almost died, but he was able to get out of that. So I just take these, and then from there, I decide to go and check out their weapon power buff. Because I see that Kestrel's missing from lane. Oh, I thought Kestrel was going to go that way. That was a big butcher on my part. But I see they're all rotating on me, so I have to back up. But remember how I said earlier that whenever Kestrel was missing from lane, she's most likely going to be taking jungle since she's been taking it by herself the entire game. So I knew that Kestrel would be there taking it. That's the only reason why I contested, but my team wasn't exactly in a good spot to invade, so I wasn't able to. But I have my ultimate, so I'm not going to play really, really aggressive and just ult out. And now I can just keep on using my beat, and I lagged a bunch from now. It was a yikes. But I saw that Kestrel's over there, so I'll make sure to tell my team. And I can't even tell what I'm doing right now. I think Gwen was super close to getting that kill. So right over here, I told my team that I want to dive this Kestrel. They didn't want to, but I kept on yelling at them to come. And I was pretty sure we were able to. So yep, since we had all 5 of them here, versus just their churn, who can't really do anything if he misses his chains. So now we're able to get that. And now that we have Kestrel dead, we see the Baptiste is in bot lane, so we decide to go for Ghost Wing because you ever get a kill It's so much easier with a team to get objectives since they actually listen, unlike in solo queue. In my opinion, that's the most frustrating thing whenever like people just don't get dragons and stuff like that. So our Gwen makes sure to infuse and everything, and we just grab this. And now that we have Ghostwing, we're just gonna clear our jungle out and then force a fight or go for Blacklaw. Since if you have Ghostwing buff, you always want to force something. And also we're ahead anyways, so we definitely can. And over here, my Gwen was asking me if he could take that gold oak. And I just say whatever. Sure. I saw this was gonna happen. This happens like every game no matter what. That's why I go the Aftershock build, because I know it's gonna happen. And I think my Samuel starts taking my backs too. So I start taking 0 jungle at all this entire match. But I'm just poking at him. I don't want to go in until Gwen gets here. So now that Gwen's here, I know I can go in whenever I feel like it. And that was a really, really nice... Okay, I don't know what my Gwen was doing. I remember I got kind of triggered though. Like we were all asking him what was he doing. He went in so far, but there's really no point. Over there, I just went in and ulted out. Was able to get some of them low. I still have my block. That's the only reason why I went for that, because I just made sure. I was pretty sure I can turn on this. Yeah, I can definitely get these. And holy crap, they're so low, like... I shouldn't have gone for that. That was kind of greedy. Like, we already had the kills. We didn't have to do that, but... That was a small throw by me, I guess. Since if we didn't do that, we could have just done a dragon and everything, but... And also, I gave him a bounty, which was not good. But holy crap, they're so low. I really, really wanted more kills. I think that was the only major throw that I had, really. But I'll start heading towards my jungle again. Also, if you guys want more stuff like this, make sure to let me know, since there are many more tournaments going on. And, like, I can definitely, like, get spec on some of them, stuff like that. Just, like, share the gameplay. Yeah, over here, my Samuel starts asking me for my backs. So I think that's the last one that I got all game. So over here, I'm pinging them not to fight just because I'm taking my gold oak. I'm like, yo, don't fight. Since in teams, it's much easier to do that. In solo queue, some people are just stubborn and they'll fight 3v5 for no reason. But instead, most people listen. But over here, I know that they have Finhook, Baptiste ultimate, Churn ultimate, so I definitely want to be careful of that. I know I'm super close to my broken myth. Wait, actually, no, I'm not. I still need to sell my banner. I should have sold my banner over here. I don't know why I didn't, but I'm zoning them off from here since I know they're going to come. Our plan was to all push bot, but I was able to dodge that ultimate of Baptiste. And over here, I just back off because Churn had so many chains. Holy crap. I just try and deal as much damage as I can, and we were able to do good. The reason why we were able to go for that fight was because Kestrel was top, and what we were doing there was we had all 5 of us go to bot, and then I kind of like kept watch, sort of. So I saw that people were coming, and we were able to like go on to them. And since our top lane was pushing, we knew that somebody would have to go there. Since if you didn't see, our top wave was pushing for us. So either they lose that top turret or they send somebody there. So we knew we could 5-man push bot and then force them to come and then take that fight. But I actually had another misplay over here. I thought top lane was going to push for us again, but it turns out it didn't. So over here, our team has another bad call. We think Baptiste doesn't have his ultimate, so we go crazy over here and we're about to kill him, but since he used it in the last fight, so we thought he wouldn't have it back up ready, but turns out he did, so that was a mistake on our part. But it's alright though, since we still have Blacklaw pushing mid. So we were able to get 1 mid turret at least with that, and now we decide to just go for Ghostwing, since again, because I misplayed by me, that top wave was pushed in, so our Grace had to recall, and we didn't want to push 4v5 since that's kind of how you can throw, pushing 4v5 and then dying easily. So we decided to just back off and go for ghosting instead of go for a 4v5 fight. But now we have everything. I buy an infuse now. I know I'm at my strongest. I have my 3 damage items. Over here, I'm trying to desperately get some backs if I can, but my team last hits it over me, or at least one of them. And now I'm pinging that I want to go to their CP buff. Oh wait, I actually remember this. I think this part actually kind of tilted me. So I thought Samuel was going to take it, but okay, never mind. No, I think that might have been next game. But something very similar to that happened, and I thought that our mid laner was going to grab the CP buff, and then the Finn just came and stole it right away. But I'm going behind the Baptiste so he can't fear me, but don't even ask me what was happening right there. I was so confused. Holy crap. So now we're just kiting back, since the last thing we want to do is fight right next to their turret, since then they could just back up to turret. But instead we were able to get a good engage. See, like, they just backed up to turret. Like, that wasn't the best spot, but we were still able to get a kill. So right over here, I'm spam pinging my team not to go further, since fighting next to somebody's turret is not the way to go. Like, we shouldn't have even done that in the first place, but we did. So now I want to invade their weapon power side, but it's not up, since there's nothing to do right now, so I thought I'd check out their jungle. Churn actually stopped to throw a chain. If he didn't, I could have killed him, which kind of sucks. Right now I'm pinging them not to go because Gwen's taking weapon power buff, and I'm like, I don't want to throw. That is not what you want to do. So right over here, we're gathering together and we're planning on invading their weapon power side. I have my ultimate back up now. And over here, I'm just poking at him. Okay, over here, I get kind of scared and I just ult away. That was kind of a misplay by me. I forgot that I didn't have block up, and when I saw that Churn got a chain on me, I started to panic since I didn't want to get Churn ulted. So instead, I'm just poking from the back line because I know I'm pretty low. But I was able to kill that dude, the Finn. And my team did pretty good. Our Gwen got really fed because she's been taking the gold oaks the past while. So go in here, I try and get that, but I wasn't able to. I still have boots, but holy crap, that was a nice crucible. That saved my life. Again. That was almost a throw by me. Not completely, but almost. So now I'm pinging my team to go to Ghost because it respawns. Their Finn is still dead, so I think we could take a fight. Also, one thing that people don't do enough, I think, is sometimes whenever you're low on health and you get a kill, just recall and then come back instead of trying to take it when you're super low and then get 4v5'd. Because that's the worst feeling when they have 4v5 you just because you start up a dragon because you're low. Like, just everybody recall, like, if your waves are good, you could just go straight back to the objective. But over here, we decided to push top lane since what we want to do is set up for Blacklaw here, so we know that if we go for Blacklaw and we take it, that top wave will push for us. Also, I'm pinging Grace not to overextend, since that'll be bad. Since if we left that there and just went straight to Blacklaw, that wave would push against us, and then one of us would have to recall if we get Blacklaw. So then we would only be able to push with a Blacklaw 4v5, which is not what we want. So instead, we decided to clear that top wave so it doesn't do that. And then our Gwen got bot lane, which was heavily pushing against us. So now our waves will be good for a little bit, so that was another misplay by me. I accidentally hit my ultimate, so now I don't have my ult for 60 seconds. And now I'm kind of worried about this fight because I don't have ult, but our Gwen was still able to get that kill. And again, I don't have ult. If I had ult, that would have made it so much easier. I thought Train was going to move up right there. But right now, I'm just going to make sure that they aren't going to straight up take this. And I kind of go crazy here. I just dive them all, say screw it. I just say whatever. I'm lagging a crap load. It was just whatever. But the reason why I went in there, I knew I was going to die probably. But the way I looked at it, if we get an ace, we can end the game. Like, I don't know what our Gwen was doing. We were kind of yelling at him. Like, what is he doing? Since we could have just ended right there. But that's the reason why I did it. Since if we get an ace, they can't do anything. We could just end. But that's about it for this match. The second match I liked even more. Like, I can't even post that game. We won it, but like, I can't even post it just because of how bad the gameplay was. Like, holy crap, the lag was insane that game. But that's going to be about it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Join my new Discord, top of description. And if you want more stuff like this, make sure to let me know. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.